Sairam class, how are you all? I hope that you all are very fine. So class, today we will start our new chapter, which is chapter number 9, rational numbers. So first we have to learn that what rational numbers are. So let's have a look. We all know that the ratio of two integers could be written as p and with two dots, which is known as ratio q, where q is not equals to 0. Now we can write p ratio q in form p upon q, right? We can write p ratio q as p upon q, and this is the form in which rational numbers are expressed. So we can say that p upon q is a rational number. Okay. Now the further is all rationals, means all fractions are rational numbers. We all know that fractions means like 3 by 5. They are fractions, and this is the same form in which rational numbers are expressed. So that means we can say that all fractions are rational number. So that means decimal numbers are also rational numbers, because as we had discussed in our prior chapter that we can write this decimal, that is 3.5, as fraction. So let's see how we can write 3.5, which is a decimal in fraction, by just removing its decimal and put 10 in its denominator. So now it is the fraction form of our decimal 3.5, and it is also the rational number. So we can say that all fractions as well as decimal numbers are rational numbers. Okay, I hope this point is very clear to you all. Next, integers are rational number. See how we can say that an integer is a rational number. We know that 5 is an integer, and we can write 5 as 5 upon 1, right? And this is the form in which rational number can express. So we can say that integers are also rational number. Now we have 0 also. So we can say that 0, as we can write 0 upon 1, which value is 0, right? So 0 is also our rational number. So 4 points which you have to keep in your mind is all fractions are rational number. That means decimal numbers are also rational numbers. Now the next is integers are rational number, and that means 0 is also a rational number. Let's move on to the next topic, which is equivalent rational number. Now, from the term equivalent, you can easily understand that it means the equal rational number which has the equal value. So, rational numbers that are equal to each other are said to be equivalent to each other. Means whose values are equal we can term as equivalent rational number. You can see here we have an example. We have 2 by 3 and 4 by 6. Now we cannot solve 2 by 3 further because 2 and 3 both do not have any common factor. But 4 and 6 have a common factor, which is 2. So we can divide 4 and 6 by 2. So we will have 2 by 3. Now you can see here, in this side we have 2 by 3 means negative 2 by 3, as well as on the other side of equal we have negative 2 by 3. So that is why we can say that the given two fractions means 2 by 3 and 4 by 6 are equivalent rational numbers. By multiplying the numerator and denominator of a rational number by the same non-zero it should be integer, okay? By the same non-zero integer. Yes, by the same non-zero integer, we obtain another rational number equivalent to the given rational number. So let's see what does that mean. For example, we have a rational number 2 by 3. Okay. If we want to find out any number of equivalent fraction for this fraction, so what we have to do? Let's multiply it with 2. We will have 4 by 6. So 4 by 6 is the equivalent rational number for 2 by 3. To find out the another equivalent for the same, let's multiply numerator and denominator with 3. We will have 6 by 9. Now this is also equivalent fraction, means equivalent rational number for 2 by 3. So you can see how we can find out the any number of fraction number for given rational number. Okay class, I hope this point is also clear to you all. Let's move on to the next. Now we have positive and negative rational number. So it is very simple. Positive rational number in which both numerator as well as denominator are positive. You can see here we have few examples. Now in this example, focus on this example, we have negative 3 and negative 5. So negative will cancel out with the negative of 5. So we have 3 by 5. That is why negative 3 upon negative 5 is considered as positive rational number. Now negative rational number means rational number in which any one, whether numerator or denominator, is negative, is termed as negative rational number. You can see here we have few examples. Okay, so let's start our exercise with the use of these topics: rational number, equivalent rational number, positive and negative rational number. So first question is, it is question from exercise 1, means 9.1. Question number 3. Give 4 rational numbers equivalent to. We have 3 given rational numbers and we have to find 4 equivalent rational numbers for them. Now we already learned that how we can easily find out the equivalent rational number by just multiplying the numerator and denominator with the same non-zero integer. So to find out the rational number, means equivalent rational number for negative 2 by 7, first multiply 2 by 7 with 2. We will get minus 4 by 14. For second equivalent rational number, multiply numerator and denominator with 3. We will get another equivalent rational number. And for the third equivalent rational number, multiply with 4. And for fourth equivalent rational number, multiply with 5. And we have 4 equivalent rational numbers. So it is just very simple. We have to just keep in mind that at a time we have to multiply both numerator and denominator with the same number. You can see here for first equivalent rational number we multiply them with 2. For second we multiply them with 3. Similarly for third we multiply them with 4, and for fourth we multiply both of them with 5. You can multiply with 7, 6, 8 with any number, but at a time with same number, multiply numerator and denominator. Okay class, I hope you will do it yourself easily. Now let's discuss few more things related to this exercise is rational numbers in standard form. Okay, we will do questions from exercise side by side with topics which are related to those questions. Okay, for example, we did equivalent rational number, and question number 3 from first exercise is related to equivalent rational number. Now we will do further question related to standard form and comparison. So let's see first that what is standard form for a rational number. A rational number is said to be in the standard form if its denominator is a positive number. Okay. Second point is and the numerator and the denominator have only one common factor, which is 1. Means indirectly they want to say that they should not have any common factor other than 1. Let's see example. We have 45 by 30. Now we can easily solve them by dividing both of them with 3. When we divide 45 with 3, we get 3. Sorry class, it should be 15, not 3. Yes, so when we divide 45 with 15, we get 3, and when we divide 30 with 15, we get 2. Now you can see that 3 and 2 do not have any common factor other than 1. So that means it is the standard form. And you can see that denominator, which is 2, is also a positive number. Let's see one more example. Now we have 36 by minus 24. So when we divide 36 and minus 24 with minus 12, so on the numerator we will get minus 2 and on the denominator we get 2. Now you can see here denominator is a positive number and 3 and 2 do not have any common factor other than 1. So that means it is the standard form for this given fraction. Okay, I hope you all get it very well that how we can find a standard form for the given fraction. Let's see one more topic, which is comparison of rational number. Now to compare two rational numbers or any number of rational numbers, first we have to reduce them to their standard form. Okay, and the next step is then make their denominator equal. Keep in mind that to compare any two or any number of rational number, first you have to make their denominator equal. After which we can compare on the basis of numerator. Now let's do few questions related to these type of topics, so you will get all the things clear easily. So you can see here, this is the question number 6 from exercise 9.1, in which you have to find that from the following given pairs, we have to find same rational numbers. Same means which pair has the equal value. Okay, so for this what we have to do, we have to reduce them in their standard form first. So the first part is minus 7 by 22. So we have minus 7 by 22, minus 7 by 21, and the another rational number is 3 by 9, and we have to prove that whether they are equal or not. So let's divide the numerator and denominator by 7 for the first fraction to convert it into its standard form, and on the other hand we have to divide numerator and denominator with 3 to convert it into its standard form. When we do so, we have negative 1 by 3 on one side and 1 by 3 on another side. So you can see here it is a negative rational number and it is a positive rational number. So it could not be possible to have a negative and positive rational number equals to each other. So we can say that the given pair of rational numbers are not equal. Let's see one more example. We have minus 16 by 20 and 20 by minus 25. So for this rational number, we divide numerator and denominator with 4 and we have minus 4 by 15. On the other hand, we divide numerator and denominator with 4 and we have 4 by minus 5. It should be 5, not 4. Okay, now we have the correct number, which is 5. Okay. So when we do so, we have minus 4 by 5 on the one side and 4 by minus 5 on the other side. And we all know that 4 by minus 5 could be write as minus 4 by 5. That means this negative is count for whole rational number. So that means the given pair of rational number are equal to each other as their standard form has equal value, which is minus 4 by 5. Let's see one more example, which is minus 2 by minus 3 and 2 by 3. So minus and minus of both numerator and denominator will cancel out, or we can divide both by minus 1 and we get minus cancel out and we have 2 by 3, and on the other hand we have 2 by 3. So that means we can say that given pair of rational numbers are equals to each other. And this is the way you have to do for all the other parts. I hope you will do the other parts yourself. Now let's move on to the next question, which is question number 7 from exercise 9.1. Rewrite the following rational number in the simplest form. Now see what is simplest form. You have to understand that simplest form means the standard form, the lowest value of the given rational number. So for this we have to do just one thing. We have to divide the numerator and denominator with the common integer if they have a common fraction. So you can see here in first part we have a common fraction which is 2 for minus 8 and 6, and when we divide minus 8 and 6 with 2 we will have minus 4 by 3, and this is the simplest for the given rational number. For 25 by 45 we have a common factor 5. When we divide 25 and 45 with 5 we will have 5 by 9. So it is the simplest form for given fraction. That means given rational 25 by 45. Same thing you have to do with other parts. Okay class? I hope this question is very easy for you all and you can do it yourself. Now let's move on to the next question, which is question number 8. Now in this question we have to fill the boxes with greater, smaller and equal sign. So that means it is a question for comparison between given rational numbers. So first we have to compare the given pair of rational numbers to find out which one is greater, which one is smaller, or whether they are equal to each other. So we have first, which is minus 5 by 7, and second is 2 by 3. So first we have to do one thing. We have to convert them in their simplest form if possible. Now you can see here in both the rational numbers, numerator and denominator do not have any common factor. So that means they are in their simplest form. Now to compare them, first we have to do one thing. We have to make their denominator equal. To make their denominator equal, we will multiply the first fraction with 3 and the second fraction with 7. See, the first fraction with the denominator of second and the second fraction with the denominator of first. This is the best way to make their denominator equal. Okay. see it again. What we have? Minus 5 by 7 and 2 by 3. To make their denominator equal, the best way is multiply the second fraction with the denominator of first and multiply the first fraction with the denominator of second. This is the best way to make the given rational numbers denominator equal to each other. And the same thing we are doing here also. So when we do so, we have minus 15 by 21 and on the other hand we have 14 by 21. So we all know that minus 15 is smaller than 14. So that means the first rational number, which is minus 5 by 7, is smaller than 2 by 3. Okay. See, we can easily find out or give its answer that negative is smaller than positive. But this is the way we have to do. Okay, class. Let's see the another one. Now we have two negative rational numbers. First is minus 4 by 5 and the second is minus 5 by 7. Now in this case, we have to do the same thing. We have to make their denominator equal. So for this, we will do the same thing. Multiply the first with the denominator of second and multiply the second with the denominator of first. So when we do so, we will have two rational numbers which minus 28 by 35 and minus 25 by 35. See, when we have denominator equal, we can only see, we have to only see the numerator to compare. Now we all know that minus 28 it is smaller than minus 25. That means the first fraction is smaller than the second fraction or rational number. Okay, class. Now the third is we have another two rational numbers, means negative rational number. First we have to make them in their standard form. So the first one is in its standard form and the second we have to convert in its standard or simplest form. To do so, we divide both the numerator and denominator with 2 and we have new rational number which is 7 by minus 8. So see, the first rational number is also negative 7 by 8 and the second is also negative 7 by 8. So that means the given pair of rational numbers are equal to each other. Okay, class? And the same thing we have to do with all other parts. Now let's focus on the last one. So see, let's see how we have to do it. Now the last is, you can see here we have 0 on one side and negative rational number on the other side. So we can easily see that a negative rational number is always less than the 0. So we can directly say that 0 is greater than the minus 7 by 6. Okay. Now let's move on to the next question, which is we have to find which rational number is greater. So that means again it is a case of comparison between rational numbers. Now to compare two rational numbers, we know that first we have to convert them in their simplest form or standard form. Then we have to make their denominator equal to each other. So it is the same question what we had just done in our prior question. We have to do the same thing. So you can see here. See, one more way to make the denominator equal is we can find the LCM for the denominator of both the given rational numbers. So you can see here we have 3 and 2 in the denominator. So when we find the LCM for the denominator 3 and 2, we get 6. Now what we have to do? We have to make the denominator 6. So to make the first denominator 6, we have to multiply it with 2, and to make the denominator 6 for the another rational number, we have to multiply it with 3. So that means it is the indirectly we are doing the same thing. Okay, so you don't have to confuse about the method. You can use the same method we used in 8th question here also. Okay, and now we have to do the same thing. After making their denominator equal, we have just to compare their numerator and then we will have our answer. Okay class, I hope you can easily do the 9th question by your own self, as we had discussed the first means 8th question very clearly. Okay, now you can see here the fourth part, we have negative 1 by 4 and positive 1 by 4. So we can easily say that negative is always smaller than the positive. Okay, let's focus on the mixed number type. We have two mixed number. First we have to compare it in improper fraction. So when we do so, we have negative 23 by 7 for the first rational number and negative 19 by 5 for the second rational number, second fraction, means mixed fraction. So now we have two rational numbers with denominator 7 and 5. First we find their LCM, which is 35. So to make their denominator equal, we multiply the first one with 5 and the second one with 7. Now we have two rational number, which is minus 115 by 35 and minus 133 by 35. Now we have the denominator equal, so we have to compare only numerator. So you can see here minus 115 is greater than the minus 133. So that means the first fraction is greater than the second one. So that means the first mixed number is greater than the second one. Okay class, I hope this is clear to you all. Let's move on to the next question and the last question of this exercise. And the remaining question of this exercise we will discuss in our next class, related to other topics which we will discuss in our next class. So the last question for this exercise and today's class is question number 10. Write the following rational number in ascending order. So see, indirectly they are asking to compare them first, then we have to arrange them in ascending order. So the first part we have minus 3 by 5, minus 2 by 5 and minus 1 by 5. So we have given all the three denominators equal. So we just have to see the numerator to compare them. Now they are negative numbers. So obviously negative 3 is smaller than to negative 2 and negative 2 is smaller than to negative 1. So we have this arrangement for their ascending order. Okay class. Now let's see the second one, in which we have numerator and denominator both things different. So first we have to make their denominator equal. So when we find out the LCM for all the three denominators, we will have 9. Means the LCM for 3, 9 and 3 is 9. So that means we have to make the denominator equals to 9. So to make the first one, which means 3 equals to 9, we have to multiply 3 with 9. It is already in 9. And the third one we also have to multiply with 3. So now you can see here we have three new rational numbers. For the first one we have minus 3 by 9. For the second one we have minus 2 by 9. And for the third one we have minus 12 by 9. Now we have all the denominators equal, so we can easily compare them on the basis of numerator. So minus 12 is smaller than minus 3 and minus 3 is smaller than minus 2. So that means this is the arrangement for the ascending order. Okay class. Now we have three rational numbers, negative 3 by 7, negative 3 by 2, negative 3 by 4. So we have to do the same thing. Okay, but one new thing is, it is a trick kind of thing. If we have equal denominators, so what we have to do, we have to check the numerator only, and we have to arrange all the thing according to the arrangement of ascending or descending order of numerator. Means if the numerator is greater, that means the rational number is greater, and if the numerator is smaller, so the rational number is smaller. But if we have the numerator equal, you can see here we have -3, -3 and -3 on all the three numerators. So we have to see the denominator. But the case is different here. Which denominator have the smallest number, this should be the greatest one. Okay, so that means this is our arrangement. Okay, it is a trick kind of thing, but for a proper solution you have to do the same method. You can see here. Now see, this is our answer. -3/7 is greater, as it is a negative number, so we have to focus on that negative and positive way also. So because they all are negative, so -3/7 is greater, -3/2 is smallest. Okay, if they all are positive, then the -3/2 will be greatest and -3/7 is smallest if they are positive. Okay class, I hope you all understand how we can find the equivalent fraction, how we can compare in between two given rational number, and how we can convert them in their standard form. So this is it for today. Till then, thank you class.